Hello friends, welcome to my channel Simple Gardening. In this video, we will be discussing on the basics of home gardening. If you are new to gardening or else if you did not grow any type of plants till now, then you are in the right place. Let's go ahead in the video. We will see many criteria for a basic home gardening. Gardening is nothing but growing plants. It's one of the best hobbies a person ever have, and it improves your mental and physical health. For a person, growing plants doesn't require any sort of training or crash courses. Just anybody can grow plants. Growing plants reduces stress and depression, as well as they are the storehouses of memories. Let me say my story. My grandfather, he had planted a mango tree when I was almost 5 years old, and by the time I reached 20, he expired. But the plant always reminds me of him. Plants have their basic instinct, that is concept of survival. If you see here, a ficus plant is being grown on the walls of a temple. It doesn't have any soil, it doesn't have any water, but the plant is growing very well, and if we allow, it will grow very much big. How come without any basic amenities this plant is growing? That is called as concept of survival. Any plant, in order to produce its further progeny, it has to survive in whatever conditions, whatever situations. It will grow, it will produce, and it will complete its life cycle and produce a new life cycle. What I'm trying to say is, we can grow plants anywhere, in any situation, in any temperatures. So let us go further in this video and see what are the basic requirements for any plant or any home gardener in order to grow plants. Let us see where we can grow plants. If you don't have place or soil to grow, then you can grow plants on balcony. This is the best place. Most of the cities, most of the houses that are urbanized doesn't have place to grow plants in the earth, so they can opt their balconies. They can grow any type of plants, like starting from herbs and ending till fruit trees. This type of balcony gardens is very popular in apartments. And the next method is terrace gardening. Terrace gardening, it's the easiest and the most comfortable type of gardening, where every plant is being grown either in raised beds or else in containers. And this is the most prominent method which is being followed in most of the cities. The only care what we have to take is we have to ensure the roof is not getting spoiled by water or mud. If you don't have a balcony or a terrace, you can even grow plants on a windowsill. But please ensure that the windowsill gets a good sunlight. You can grow herbs like coriander, fenugreek, basil, oregano, etc. As well as even you can grow some house plants like snake plant, spider plant, etc. Growing plants on a windowsill is a bit limited option. We can even grow plants on our verandas or porch, and we can grow different types like ornamentals, like flower plants or greens also. These plants give a very good look to the home whenever any guests arrive. This is one of the best method, and it is being followed by many people who doesn't have balconies or terraces, whatever. But this is the easiest method, and it gives a very good look for the home. As a new gardener, in what can I grow plants? Growing plants is not limited. It can be grown in any type of container, starting from plastic and ending with stone. In my previous video, I have explained about different types of containers. However, we can grow plants in plastic. That's the most versatile containers for any new home gardener. People use recycled buckets like paint buckets or else gunny bags or else like any used or else outdated vessels. Any container can be used to grow plants. Just fill it up with soil, take your favorite plant, transplant into the pot, water it, that's it. Within few days, it will produce fruits or flowers or whatever the plant type. But a gardener should ensure whatever the container he is growing, that container should have drainage holes. Even plants can be grown in water. Yes, it's called as hydroponic system of growing plants. In this system, the plant's roots are inserted into water and they are supported with either clay balls or else some sort of wool material, and nutrients are supplied through water and the plants will grow and they'll provide the fruits or else vegetables as the plants are grown in soil. And the most popular method of growing plants is in raised beds or wooden boxes where we need to fill it up with soil and we can grow any type of plants or vegetables or even fruit trees can be grown in this sort of container. This type of wooden boxes are used even on grounds in a large scale for any gardener. Mostly they build raised beds, they fill it up with soil and they grow the plants. It helps in preventing diseases, weeds, etc. The most important part is the potting mix or potting soil in which we grow the plants. As I have explained in my previous video, potting mix is a soilless media where plants are grown. It's very light in weight and it has very good nutrients. Moreover, it's very crumbly in nature. Whereas potting soil is another recipe where we are using red soil in two parts and it's a bit heavier when compared with potting mix. However, this is also very crumbly in nature, and since we have used sheep manure, it have very good nutrient content. This two type of potting media can be used in containers to grow plants. Any type of plant can be grown in this media. Let's see what we can grow. No plant is ineligible to grow. Anything can be grown in containers, starting from house plants, ornamental, herbs, decorative plants, air purifying plants, fruit trees, vegetable plants, and even cactuses. Whatever plant or whatever type of plant we grow, every individual plant has its own requirements based upon its sunlight requirements, its water requirement, and the type of container or else the size of the container, etc. For example, if you grow a tomato plant or a jasmine plant, it requires a bigger container. It requires a very fertile soil. So, whereas if you grow fruit trees, it requires very high fertile soil as well as it requires minimum 6 to 8 hours of sunlight. What I meant to say is every plant has its own individual requirements. Let us see the plant important requirements. The first foremost one is sunlight. Without sufficient sunlight, plants won't thrive well. The second important requirement is water. Plants require water to grow, to live, and to reproduce. And the third important requirement is air. Yes, oxygen. Plants require air to grow in order to balance the cell division and growth. Okay, let us see in detail about the sunlight requirement. Based upon the need of sunlight, the plants are classified into three types. First one is full sun loving plants. The second one is partly sun or partial shade loving plants. And the third one is shade loving plants. If we see the sun loving plants, the plant requires a minimum of 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight. If that amount of sunlight is not there, the plants won't thrive well. The yield will be reduced, the plant growth will be stunted. The second type is partial shade or partial sun loving plants. These plants require a minimum of 4 hours. If you see here, this plant is being covered by a huge tree on the backside. However, only 4 hours of sunlight falls on this. Remaining time, the shade will be there. And the last type is shade loving plants. They can grow even under shade. No need of any sunlight, direct sunlight. Most of the house plants like snake plant or else areca plant, money plant, they are completely shade loving plants. There is no need to take the plants or shift the plants into sunlight. They can even thrive very well and they can develop even under complete shady conditions. Now let us see about the plant care and maintenance. It depends upon the infestation of pests and diseases. If you see any type of pests or else any diseases, you have to follow integrated pest management practices where we don't use any sort of chemicals. I recommend to a new gardener that never use any type of chemical pesticides as it spoils the environment, spoils your health, as well as it creates a havoc on the plant. So if you see any sort of pest, you either hand pick it and destroy it, or else snip off the plant infested part, or else use any type of uh, neem oil. As we all know, neem oil is a broad spectrum insecticide. It's very organic, it's very natural, and the main important component present in neem oil is azadirachtin. So you can prefer this as a fungicide or else an insecticide. And coming to fertilizer, it's preferred to use organic fertilizers like farmyard manure or else vermicompost. They provide all the essential macronutrients as well as micronutrients to the plants. And as a new gardener, you can try different types of plants like holy basil, snake plant, aloe vera, dracena, song of India, or else weeping fig plant, spider plant, or else even you can grow areca. These plants doesn't require a lot of sunlight. This is English ivy. You can even grow it in shade. Orchids. These all we can grow. And you can even grow vegetables also, even fruit trees also. But always remember, be organic to be healthy. And that's it, friends. Thanks for watching my video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel Simple Gardening, and please like, share, comment on my video, and thanks for watching. Have a nice day.